Bitch, I'm in my bag. I really don't know how I got the swag, how I got the juice. I'm just getting loose, I'm just warming up. This ain't nothing.
Alright guys, so as you can see, the valve cover is fully installed there. Gaskets are back in place. I even polished up all the screws and bolts that hold the valve cover in. They were all gross and rusty and slimy and whatever, so I polished them up a little with my grinder over there. Paint looks unreal, and I can't wait to get the manifold in to see what it all looks like together. So let's do it. Yo, what's up guys? Kind of a bit late starting today's video. I started getting a little bit ahead of myself without filming anything I was doing. So let me show you what I've done this morning already. I took apart my front bumper, took the grill out. There it is up there. Took that out. That was a huge pain in the ass. And here is my new grill here. I just sanded it a little bit so that I could have it painted. Same with my front lip. I decided to do that while I'm at it with the front grille. The mesh for that grill is right here, so I'll have to install that separately. But yeah, working on that a little bit today, and also working on this intercooler piping, which is a huge pain in the ass, as I already found out. I'm just trying to fit it up a little bit right now, and it's just bugging the hell out of me, and nothing seems to be working right. Yeah, here's the rest of it over here, all the couplers and the rest of the piping. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So a little bit of everything kinda. If you saw my last video, it was probably cleaning valves. As you can see, everything is back together, and my freshly painted valve cover and manifold is on. Looks really nice. Can't wait to see it in the sun. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Yesterday I was at the shop and I was doing a lot of work. I was getting some stuff done, but I didn't film anything, unfortunately. I kind of got carried away with just working, and actually we got a visitor pulling up. Ooh! He brought the speed today. Didn't want no part of the Subaru life. What's up, buddy? We're gonna get some shit done today. I actually took off today off of work so that I can get some stuff done, but let me show you everything we did yesterday. So intercooler piping is now in. It's all somewhat secure. Scratched the shit out of it, my brand new paint, so that's kind of ruined. The intercooler piping is in, and yeah, it's pretty well just tighten it up and go from there. Also have the grill to put in. Have to install this mesh, and it's all sanded and shit, so it looks ugly as hell, but that's gonna get painted. The masterpiece itself right here, the intercooler, Mishimoto M-Line Eat Sleep Race Edition. That's my favorite part going on, so it's all coming together. And front lips also getting painted. My bumper's ripped apart, so I just showed another little goodie right here. What's up, buddy? Clark making his first entrance on YouTube ever. Let's check out his speed though. 2009, 2007 Speed 3. Hella horns peeking through. The new Bride Low Max. A-pillar gauges that I'm jealous of. Oh yeah, he recently found out he used to have meth installed in this, and the previous owner took it out. Okay, so since me and Clark are the wisest of the bunch, we're gonna start off the day installing a meth kit. If you want to just pause the video and read this sheet here, it is a good chuckle. But we got our instruction manual here, our nylon tubing, our wiring harness, our tank, and our pump. Essentially, from what we found out, we're going to be running it all up the passenger side. So we're going to be pulling up panels all along the door sill to run all the wires underneath. And the controller will be mounted in the glove compartment, so it stays hidden. And then there is also a grommet into the firewall in the footwell of the passenger side that will bring the wires out through the engine bay. We're not too sure if we're going to run the wires around the back of the engine bay or just run them up the front to stay away from heat. But then it will go to the battery and the throttle body, and that should be it. Easier said than done, but we're gonna full send anyway and get this done, I hope. Okay, so I started feeding this wire, or this tube I guess, up through here, in back through there, straight down, through the carpet right here. It will be down through there and out this side right here, and this is where I am right now. This is gonna go up through the middle, or up through behind the glove box, I guess, and I'll show you when I'm through the engine. White and brown. Connect to white and brown, I'm assuming. These two.
I just have to turn it on. Well, none of these, like this doesn't fit through.
Just fold it. Doesn't fit, does it?
I'm just gonna have to unwrap all the tape and rewrap it later. Won't fit. Problem I never have.
No, push it forward some.
Don't rip the cord off.
I'm trying to get a hold of the fucking...
You need small feminine hands like I have.
Good? Yeah, there it goes.
So much.
There it is. Boom. Meth installed. All the way. Ah, it's gotta go under. We need perfection. Okay guys, so I was just editing the video you're watching right now, and I kind of realized that I didn't show the final product of the Meth installation. I really wanted to show you how clean everything turned out. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. It's the next day. I already started editing this video, obviously, so I just wanted to come back to the shop and show you guys how the installation went. So let's do it. Okay, so I briefly already explained the whole setup, but I'm just gonna go over it again since it is finished now. So in the trunk here we have my 1.15 gallon tank. It is an AEM kit, as you can probably tell. That's my tank there. It's filled up to about here, and I want to say it is probably 60% meth, 40% water. But anyway, to move on with this, here is the pump with all the wiring as well. The wiring could be cleaned up a little bit. I kind of just have it tucked in behind the foam there, just out of the way. I mean, it is fine like that, but I could tape them all together just to tidy it up a bit. This wire here That's the hose actually that runs from the bottom of the tank that runs the meth through the car. It all goes underneath down here where I cut out a little flap of the carpet. You guys can't see, it's right here. And that runs the nylon tubing for the meth and also some of the wiring. It then goes up here, in behind here. We then ripped off all this panel here, this carpet panel, unplugged everything, unclipped everything. This also has to come off. That whole wall comes off so you can feed your wires through. It then comes down this panel here, all the way under the footwell. This all snaps up, also under here, or behind here I guess, but down at the bottom. And then it keeps following down under the passenger footwell here, and behind this panel here, which then goes into the glove compartment. We still didn't really find a place to mount this. I mean, it's kind of just dangling in here inside the glove compartment, which is fine, but I would like to have something to mount that to and have it nice and sturdy so that it's not moving around and whatnot. That's where we have it for now. So this essentially here is the main point where everything comes together. This is where your wiring harness comes together. So all the wiring that went to the back of the car, to the pump and to the tank meet up here, as well as the other wires that run to the engine bay into the battery. And we also have wires running in behind this stereo over to a switch, which is right there. That is to turn on and off the whole entire system, because if you don't have a switch like that, then you will just have to unplug the controller to turn off the system. So everything meets up here essentially, goes through a grommet which is underneath there, which you're not going to be able to see, and I'm not going to show you because it is very difficult to get to, but it comes out in back there. That's where the hose and all the other wiring comes from, the power going to the battery as well. As you can see, the hose right there that travels the meth. That comes along this firewall here, or the strut wall I guess, in around the coolant tank, around the power, the washer fluid, sorry. And then I tucked it as much as I could underneath the shroud where the coolant lines and everything go. And then it drops down just before the fan and into my throttle body spacer, which is that silver shiny thing right there. There's a nozzle about this big on the bottom, and the tubing just clicks right into it, and that's essentially what sprays the meth into the throttle body. So moving on to the actual wiring, like I said, everything comes out that grommet back there. The wiring is in a loom, which you can see right here. That all runs in behind the firewall, in behind the heat shields to keep away from heat, which also has the loom on it to protect it a little bit there. Runs all behind there, in behind the master cylinder, and in behind my battery. Now, as you can see, the power, the red and black power wires there, you're gonna wanna put your black to your ground. Somewhere's grounded, doesn't have to be there, but that was where I put mine. And your hot wire to your positive. Now you're gonna see this black wire as well. This black wire powers my switch on my driver's side, like I showed you earlier. It powers that switch, which then goes back through the loom and back through the grommet in the firewall and back into the bay and then across the dash to the switch. So it's kind of confusing just to explain, but I hope I gave you guys enough detail on exactly how my kit is set up and what it looks like after we completed it. So yeah guys, though that's my meth kit completely installed. It took us a little bit of time, but I mean it's worth it in the end to take your time and just make sure everything's done right. I hope you guys took something from this video. I know it was all over the place, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.